Repliconradio is brought to you in part by Lex Axmaster and the Shadow Army. Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to get your Clorox bleached whole bowl cleaner.
We are also brought to you by Noize 13. Make sure you guys check out his debut album out August 27th, Deparation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We are back. We're live. We're here. We're doing it. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed the musical break.
A small music break.
We're back. We got another YouTube stream up. So if you guys are tuned in live on YouTube, make sure you guys share the link.
No.
Give us a like.
No.
Let people know we're here. Leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Get them algorithms moving and whatnot. If you're tuned into the replay or if you're live on the website, none of the things I'm saying to you matter at all because you've been here the whole time enjoying your damn self. And you're just happy that we're back.
And you know it.
That's right. But we have special guests.
You better be careful with that button over there.
Why?
Fuck up my headphones.
What happened?
Not you almost did.
You almost did it.
Damn.
You better be careful.
Don't even worry about the interview cord.
Almost
them
done step on my shoe, man.
Them headphones. Worry about them headphones, not the interview cord.
All right.
No, we gotta be able to hear.
We do have to be able to hear. It's true. But who do we need to hear? We need to hear our special guest. The return of a freaking legend back for the first time. It's actually been a year, which is crazy. Fritz, the mother freaking cat in the house.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Hey.
what's up? Long time listener and second time guy on here. So hey, what's up?
What's up? Welcome back. And we also have another very special guest in the motherfucking house. Sponsor this month as well. Perfect timing. This was not planned at all. Give it up for Noize 13.
What up? Moose, fucking A.
I hear he's got a new album coming out.
First time on the show.
He does. How did you hear that?
Sponsor.
Yeah, he does. He does have a new album.
Yeah, I just had deja vu. I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, the album comes out on August 27th, and yeah, it's got like a lyric video and a music video already out, and we got more shit coming real quick here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Thanks for calling in, guys. And we want to hit him with a break.
We're not gonna do that yet.
I'm just joking.
But yeah, man, we're excited. We're excited to have you back, Fritz, and we're excited to have you here for the first time. You know, it's actually been like it was like in my memory. Like you were here August 30th, I think. So we're like right on the year mark, which seems like yesterday.
With Fritz?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had a nice chat last time. That was awesome. You know, and it's I've been super busy. Everybo's been super busy. I guess some people haven't been super busy, but it's been an exciting year in the music world, in my music world anyhow. So
hell yeah, holding it down.
Mr. Noize,
the office
we got his album done, and that's been cool. So
hell yeah. So yeah, let's talk about that, man.
Insane.
We learned a lot about Fritz last time, and we love you to death. But let's catch up to Noize, and then we'll get up to current times and like how you like why you guys are both here. People are like, what are you guys doing here together? So Noize 13, brother. For everyone who doesn't know, you are from America's Hat. Some people refer to it as Canada.
Yeah, hell yeah, Moose Knuckle, Alberta.
There you go, Moose Knuckle, Alberta. That's a popular tourist attraction, I believe.
It really is.
It gets pretty moist there, but so obviously like things are different in Canada sometimes. Like what was kind of like your musical background? Like what kind of got you into music? Like what was like your early days, your little baby Moose days of just being into music and getting into stuff as a fan.
Well, as crazy as it sounds, it was mostly underground shit. Me and my brother really gravitated to Twisted and the Clowns and Tech and like everything underground. We were kind of like those kids in our city, you know. And yeah, so the shit just kind of raised me up, you know. And then of course I got like hip hop influences and a bunch of like punk influences, but mostly the underground raised me up pretty much.
So you're, I know you're never supposed to ask a woman their age, but You're a little bit older of a fella, right? You weren't. I mean,
I'm 31. Yeah. I don't know. Some people would say that I'm coming into the game late, but I know there's a lot of rappers and musicians that come in at this age too. Hell, Diamond Dallas Page got into wrestling around this age, you know. Like,
well, sure. No, I wasn't hating on you like just getting started in hip hop. I'm just saying like thinking of like growing up in the underground and stuff. It was a lot smaller back in those days.
It was, and especially being up in Canada where there's already like not as much people, so there's not as much people density. When you're listening to underground shit, you're really out there up here. Like you're really like I suppose it would be like people who live in like farm communities and shit like that down in the States who are juggalos, you know, that kind of thing. But where I'm from like country people call it like a city, and city people call it the country. So it's something in the middle, and it's a boom town. It's a fucking like oil town. So like there's always fighting and drugs and it's just been craziness. Like it's been 31 years of like insane fucking like stuff. Like one time I climbed up a 2-story building just to get my mom's purse back from this drunk dude. Like went out onto his balcony. He was stupid enough to leave his balcony unlocked, slid open the door, went and like banged on his table when he was drunk with his head on it, and he just looked up and he's like, "Oh shit, you must be Peggy's boys." Like, it's been 31 years of like chaos. The other night I was out at the bar and a girl fired a firework out of her ass cheeks. That was pretty crazy. Like I don't know, man.
So you basically live in a Juggalo concert.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's Canada, man.
Well, that's Canada too. We do get bored up here, so things happen. But no, this shit raised me and my brother, and me and my brother even have different dads. So that's where the 13 comes from. Noize is like, you know, we're all Noize, and everybody can participate. But the 13, me and my brother had different last names, so we both started getting 13s tattooed on us and kind of using it as our, like, you know, in our city anyways, our little calling sign for each other.
Okay. So yeah, it definitely sounds like some chaos. So you guys just, is your brother a little older than you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's 3 years older than me. Me and him started going to the Gathering probably in, I want to say, 2010, somewhere around there. And this shit really raised us and taught us morals, and that's why I wanted to come back to the underground when I started getting into the music shit, because this is where I'm from and this is where I want to be, you know?
For sure. So what were you doing when you say get back into it? Where were you? What happened? Like, so you were obviously a fan of this type of music and stuff like that, but then like what was going on in your life before coming up to like working on this album and getting into music as an artist?
It was a lot of chaos, man. My mom there, she was in with the bikers and stuff like this, and she ended up actually she broke her neck. She got like she had this accident where she was doing drugs and she fell off her bed and she broke her neck, and a disc came millimeters from severing one of her arteries. Sure. And they told me she was never going to walk again, and they told her that, and I can happily say that she's got like 90% mobility just because she's a tough, you know, they make us tough, my family, but that was the turnaround. So before the music shit, and basically when my daughter was born too, right around the same time that accident happened, I was just like, fuck it, man, life's too short. I'm going to put everything I have into this music shit, and that's what it's been since then. So that's kind of what pushed me into it.
Damn. Well, I'm glad to hear she's doing better. But yeah, that's
yeah. Thank you.
Scary stuff.
And she no longer is like doing a shit ton of different drugs. She just smokes weed and that's it. And she's a nice old lady.
Just hell yeah. Good old Canadian lady now. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So was it something that you always like secretly aspired to, like you wanted to rap or you wanted to be an artist, or like what was it that you're like,
sorry, can you say that again?
This? Like, was that something you always like secretly aspired to do, and then like after that you just started like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a shot, or like? What was it that
So what
made
it's
you?
been, straight up what it's been is it's been that I always said I was going to do this. Like if you ask people since I was like probably like 10 years old, I was always like, I'm going to be a rapper. I'm always be a famous rapper. But my life has just always been so chaotic with like the fucking shit going on around me that I was just like putting out fires for so long that I couldn't make it my like what I needed to do, you know? And it really took that wake up call just to be like, fuck it, this is the only thing that can exist. Go do this. That's it, you know. And that's what it's been, you know.
Hell yeah. So this shit what happened with your mom, and you just had an epiphany. Like, this is my time. I gotta fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's get serious.
There was a couple. The other one that happened was I was at the gathering there where they did House Pit there from front to back, and I was doing some drugs that make everything look really pretty, and I started at the back of like however many thousands of juggalos, and by the end of the fucking set, I was up at the front on the stage, and like when I was going through the crowd, I kept like I had this backpack on full of like cold Canadian beer, but instead of drinking it, I just kept taking it out and like whipping it around me so everybody could cool off because they weren't throwing Faygo that set, right? And everybody would be like, "Oh, thank God!" and they'd like loosen up and they let me through a bit. And I did that all the way to the front, and I made it to the front, and next thing I know, I'm standing on stage like throwing Faygo and shit, and that time was like the time that I was like, oh shit, I can do anything if I put my mind to it. I don't know if it was just the acid or what, but yeah, that stuck with me.
It was the drugs.
Right. It was the drugs. I can do anything I want, like throw beer at a Juggalo show and get to the front.
Well, look,
Hey,
I wasn't throwing it. I was like rocking it all around me so that everybody around me was cooling off, and then I dropped the can. You know what I'm saying? I won't lie about dropping the can. I did that shit. It had to be done to get to the front. You know?
Hey man, inspiration comes in all shapes and sizes.
It really does. But like everybody's got to slow down every once in a while and just realize how amazing life is too. You know?
I feel you there. Yeah, we definitely all need to slow down every once in a while. It's a hard thing to do. Especially sober, but it's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So
I do not know anything about sobriety.
well, hopefully we, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say hopefully we can teach it, but I don't know if we can teach it, but hopefully you'll learn something. So you have these moments and you're like, shit, I gotta fucking do something. You were just immediately like, I'm gonna go make a rapper. I'm gonna go be a rapper. I'm gonna go make a record. Like, and how in the world did you like? I want to talk. Well, obviously, we're gonna talk about the record, but like, how did you link up with Fritz? Like, how do you go from throwing beer at the gathering to mixed and mastered by Fritz the Cat? Like, what's the story? And there's something happening in the middle there.
I don't know if I can entirely explain it in one interview, but
We're just
but so how it was going with me as I was just like, I don't know, like I was just partying with people of like a higher caliber, just like naturally, like maybe some alignment shit or whatever, but I was just getting to know people. And what happened originally was linking up with Lex, actually, before I went to a gathering. We got so I've been rapping my ass off for years. Don't get like since I was like 10, I've been rapping, I think, right? And then I had a punk band called Just Noize, not Noize 13, but Just Noize. And these guys just wanted to like play garage band shit, like no aspirations of making it big or whatever. But I did have aspirations of making it big, so I just kept like building until finally like one of my bass player was in rehab and everybody else wasn't really talking to me. And so I just continued forward without them, and I put out 2 like single projects out under the Just Noize name. Those motherfuckers tried to sue me, so I had to take those down. And then after that, I started emailing George was the main thing. I messaged George and I was like, hey George, I was like, sign the Canadian, right? And he was just like, he messaged me back. He's like, there's no room right now, but keep sending me shit. And I literally have been bugging George ever since, right? And like just manically emailing him and telling him that he's going to sign me eventually, and just being crazy like this, right? Did that for a long time, and still doing that. Go from that to basically, I said to George, I was like, George, in a year's time, I'm going to be touring with Twisted. The Generation Nightmare tour came around, and as just Noize still, I jumped on the Generation Nightmare tour, the Canada leg, and when I saw George at the show, he came up and he's like, "Oh, what up?" and talking me up, and he's glad to see me and everything, because we've been emailing. And George is like, "Come with me to the sound guy. We'll get you going, get you hooked up, get everything going." And as George is walking away, I just kind of said to him as he's walking away, I was like, "George, I told you in a year's time I'd be touring with Twisted, and it's a year's time, and I'm touring with them." And he's like, "Yeah, you did." and yeah, man, I don't know. I could keep going and going, because there's like stories for every feature on the album. There's stories for because a lot of these people that I've met up with, it's been like blunts and handshakes. A lot of it.
Nothing wrong with that. We're not stopping you, man. We're here. We're here to hear your story. That's why you're here.
All right. Well, so I ended up going on the Generation Nightmare tour, and at the last date of the Canada leg of it, George came up to me, and he had said to me about, I do believe it was about Astronomicon. He said to me, and he asked me if I'd be interested in that and coming down, and I said yes to that. From Astronomicon to went to Astronomicon, had like 2 sets that like everybody was like hyped on. Met a lot of really cool people, and basically at the end of Astronomicon, me and George had another conversation, and he was like, "What do you need?" And I was like, "I have a studio up here. I have all the tools to record, but I don't have a world-class engineer. I don't have I have my buddy Andrew, who does my stuff for me, but he's also another just like guy who's just got good equipment. He's not necessarily. I needed a Fritz the cat is what I needed, and yeah, and that's where Fritz came into the story. And I think George made the initial contact with us, and then the first thing I said to Fritz was, "Okay, Fritz, I'm a fucking insane person," and ever since then it's been on.
Hell yeah! And then
he fits right in.
So I mean, obviously you guys have became friends, and obviously you did a lot of stuff on this record, and probably more in the future. But so how did you guys what's your story there, Fritz? Like, how did that whole connection come about?
Well, it was right when the lockdown started. I had 2 things that George was trying to bring me some stuff so that we could keep working, since we didn't know, that it was like the 420 tour got canceled, and they were the original plan was I was going to do the project with Noize at the studio here when they went out on the 420 tour, but then everything went to shit. So, it was just one of these deals where, okay, well, this guy, wants you to produce some stuff to him, and I started kicking with it. And he was, the dude's personable, you have to admit. So it's like, what? We just started chatting it up and got along great together, so, I sent him stuff, and then he'd record and send me stuff back, and I'm like, wow, it doesn't suck. So we just kind of went from there, and that's just kind of how it's built from that, because it's
because
guy's
it
got
doesn't
talent.
suck.
He can. I love it when I can give somebody a bunch of different shit, and they can do something with it, and not be like, well, I need a trap beat. Really only go over this, or I only want like a horrorcore creepy stuff. I just sent him like the most hodgepodge collection of shit, and he's like, okay. Sure thing.
I didn't even question it.
That's awesome. So, and I mean, we can't just buy. That's a huge compliment coming from Fritz the Cat. Like, it don't suck. That's
Fritz
it's a hard thing to do
on a regular
nowadays.
basis that blows my mind. It's fucked up. I'm gonna let you know. I just gotta like put the phone down sometimes, because you can't let him know that he's giving you a compliment either. You know, that's not. You can't do that. Then he wouldn't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, that's right. God damn it.
That's funny.
Gotta keep the ego in check.
So that's all.
No,
that's awesome.
It's cool because they're he's gonna be in town for Astronomicon, and then he's gonna come. He's gonna stay a week after that, and then I'm gonna chain him to a radiator here at the lab, and basically we're gonna record a bunch of shit while he's in here and not under quarantine and has to go back. So it's gonna be cool. There's going to be some cool new stuff coming out.
Hell yeah.
I got a B-side pretty much written for Deparation already. That's like ready to go, and then we're recording like an album from the ground up at Fritz's place too. So it's like it's fucking insanity.
That's awesome. So you guys are essentially just going to make a sequel to Black Snake Mode, except Fritz is going to be Samuel Jackson. You're going to be Christina Ricci. So that'll be fun. It's gonna be like if Tenacious D was on harder drugs. That's what it's gonna be like, I think. Something like that. Like it's gonna be like if
in a sweat lodge.
It's gonna be like if David Bowie like did some acid and came out off a bad trip and he was never the same again. That's what it's gonna be like.
And did a set with Guar.
There you go.
Exactly. You get it. This is why we work together.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it the second time Guar's been brought up today? Jesus Christ. It's terrible.
Man, I saw them on acid at the gathering, man, and I wasn't the same afterwards. Holy shit.
I saw them, I was going to say sober, but I was only on alcohol. I don't do drugs, I only do alcohol. But even seeing them...
I don't do drugs either. Everything I'm saying is make believe, and any FBI people listening, this is all false information we're giving.
Well, sure.
Just a heads up.
Purely speculation.
It's performance art.
Absolutely.
Yes, exactly.
But
if you see me eating a sheet of acid, it's performance art.
You are performing the part of a Canadian drug user.
You're a pretty good actor, bro. Pretty good actor.
I wish this was an act, brother. My mind goes like I don't know, like it's got like the main like system running, but there's 20 million in the background. That is why I smoke so much reefer.
There you go. Hey, you gotta. I mean, obviously, you mentioned how crazy life was in small town Canada. So I guess you got to do something to keep your head clear and keep calm. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we got I think 70,000 people in here, so it is a smaller place, but it's big enough that it's interesting. Yeah, man, and like the record definitely like everybody can listen to it, but there's for sure Canadian references in there, and my accent all over the place too. Like fucking Canada represent moose in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Moose. It's crazy. I was gonna mention it. It's weird. Like obviously you're Canadian, and talking to you're fucking Canadian. But like on some of these tracks, especially like What Lurks and stuff, you have like a New York sound, like an East Coast sound for sure. Which
yeah. Well, I grew up with all that music, man. I love all that shit, man. That's why me and Lex get along so good too. I don't know. I'm a 90s baby, so I was raised throughout the 2000s, and anybody who's like a 90s baby gotta love some rap. But I grew up just like just a fan of the game in general, underground, hip hop, like just music in general. To tell you the truth, it's like fuck, man. I can go from like Elvis all the way to like I don't know, like some like 3-6 Mafia, or you know what I mean, like
for sure,
and everything in the middle.
Hell yeah. So
yeah, man. I just like I think that comes through with the music too. Like I don't think any song sounded the same as another song on this project. Let me know if I'm wrong, but
no, it's definitely all kinds of different styles. Yeah, it's up and down, and I mean, yeah, I dig it, man. I definitely enjoyed the record. I got to hear it. Spoiler alert for everyone listening, but yeah, it's definitely all kinds of different sounds and different. You know what I mean? Like you listen to one track and you may not know Noize 13, and you want to pigeonhole them, and then you listen to the next track and you're in a whole nother place, and that's dope.
That's what it is, though. It's like even for like the fucking like the specialized hater, I don't know if there's not a track on there that they're not going to be like they have to like bob their head to when they listen to. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, this shit sucks. Like that one, that one guy. Hell yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the record.
I'm surprised with how much.
What?
I'm surprised with how much love I'm getting in the comment sections on the goddamn on the YouTube videos on the Magic Ninja page there, man. Like I think there's just like not even like any like bad comments yet, just like ones that are kind of like, Lex and Gibby parts were good. It doesn't even say Noize sucks dick or anything. So
yeah.
All right so far.
See, I got to use one of my sock puppet accounts to go on there. I got to kind of keep your head in check so you don't get all superstar status. Be like, dude blows goats, man. Shit's mad whack.
I was gonna say, they're probably all held for review. You have to go ask George what the real comments are. He said he has a sock. Hold on, you have a sock puppet account? I'm concerned about that. He doesn't even have like a troll account. He has sock puppet accounts. What the fuck is going on?
He puts the sock puppet on before he types anything.
Yeah, like he just sits there.
It's not him doing it. It's the sock puppet.
Yeah.
Noize suck.
Little googly eyes stuck onto it.
Exactly.
There you go. There you go. I put it in the chat for you. Noize suck dick. There you go.
Oh, yay. A hater. You know what, though? Like, you gotta love the fucking haters. That's how you know you're doing good in the underground.
Right.
I was talking to, who was I talking to the other night? It was Jeremy or Grady with Oh the Horror, and they said that they were doing a show one time, and some guy shouted out, "You guys suck." And Hell House just looked at him and he screamed, "This guy gets it!"
Hell yeah. I love those guys.
That is epic. That is great. Hell House himself gets it, actually.
Shout out Jonathan Hell House.
House?
Yeah. Got those boys on that Survive the Night track there.
Hell yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the record, man. You said there's tons of stories and stuff. So we mentioned it earlier. We haven't even promoted this, but we're premiering some tracks tonight, which I'm pretty hype about. We'll get to in a minute. But so like obviously you've been working with Fritz. Fritz, what you produce? Are you mix and master the whole record? But you didn't produce. Like there's a ton of producers on here. So like,
yeah. How
did this? Like this is like just on paper. Like if someone just to put this in front of me and said, you don't know who this person is, here's their. Even though you did music in the past, this is essentially your reintroduction, your debut album as Noize 13, right?
Yes, that's very true. Yep.
So this is, I mean, just looking at the track list and the production on here, this is fucking huge. Like people don't come out of the gate like this, bro. Like you got Sealance, Fritz, Scatterbrain, Billy Obey. That's just production.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, well, that was one of the cool things because I'm like, damn, he's just like he's going out and getting it. He's getting the people that he wants to do. Not like, well, got my sister on the hook, and my boy did the beat. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Can you do something? It's like if you've got the push, that's where it's at, man. That's he's got some great features. He's got some great production on there. I am happy to be part of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, with my past careers and things that I've done in the past, like, just being 100% like right with people and always letting them know where you're at has been a big thing. But also like, it was kind of like a wave effect. I worked with a producer called Mr. Green there. He does the Live from the Streets, and he's produced for like a bunch of people, like the people from the Roots and like a whole bunch of crazy people. But I messaged him with like this nasty flow, like this straight pornographic flow. and he ended up opening it up beside his girlfriend, and he messaged me back, and he was like, dude, I was right by my girlfriend, what the fuck, right? And I thought dude was never going to talk to me again, right? And an hour after he sent me that message, I get a message from him saying, dude, I don't usually work with people I don't know, but that was fucking hilarious. He said, I'll work with you. And so I did a song with him called 13. That's on YouTube from the old shit there. And I ended up just messaging that song to Sealance and being like, this is me, this is my skills. And then the relationship with Sealance opened up. And I really believe in like not buying beats off of websites. I like to befriend the people that I'm working with, you know, and because there's more of a level of professionalism when you do that, but also there's just the, what do you call it, the vibe, the energy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's got to be right too. And it went from working with Mr. Green to working with Sealance to fucking the first person who really started fucking with me for features was Lex. He was on my last two projects too. And I met Lex. He came up here with Twisted right before there was a fire up here, and we had an evacuation up here. So they came up like right before the evacuation. Lex and Twisted ended up meeting Lex, shooting whiskeys with him, talking about, you know, Alberta beef, eating steak, fucking crazy capers, and then they leave. We get evacuated for Canada's biggest fucking forest fire ever. And what did I do while I was evacuated for the forest fire? I decided I'm going to go to the gathering of the Juggalos because, I mean, we're evacuated, may as well go, right?
Where else are you going to go?
Go down to the gathering of the Juggalos, see Lex. Right before ROC set, he was in the tent there, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And I forget like the gist of the conversation, but he was like, "Dude, if you put as much energy into your passion with your music as you did getting down to the gathering while you're like evacuated for a fire," he's like, "You could do anything." And ever since then, yeah. So Lex was the first. And ever since then, Lex has been like on like everything I've done, basically. I think.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Lex the Hex, always coming through with the positivity and the inspiration, man. Love that dude.
Shout out
to the sponsor. But even if he wasn't a sponsor, he's still the shit.
Shout out.
He was the homie before he was the sponsor. Hell yeah. So yeah, that's crazy, man. So you just we're just hanging out with Fritz in the chat room over here. Appreciate that. So you just kind of jumped into it. You knew who people were. You just messaging Sealance and just starting a relationship from scratch, and that's just how it went down, huh?
You know what, man? I like I said, I was a student for a long time of the game. Like I was just examining for a long time, and so then when I really wanted to do this shit, I handled it like a business. Like I handled it like this is my life for the rest of my life. So that's why it's been going so great, you know. And yeah, man, that'd be my advice to everybody: is if you want to do something, just go do it.
For sure. No, I mean those are huge. So some people, man, probably to a lot of people, especially if you're just getting started, trying to be in, whether you're taking it serious or not. Some stuff, even like stuff like Fritz the Cat, Sealance, you know, maybe even Billy O'Bay, like some of that stuff seems unachievable to people just getting started. You know what I mean? Or getting features from Lex or Monoxide from Twist. You're like, it doesn't seem like some people don't think that's even a possibility.
But that's what I want to bring to the game, is that is a possibility, and motherfuckers need to go out there and they need to get it more. Like everybody's got to stop going on autopilot, and everybody's got to realize that if we all go out and hustle for what we want and not live somebody else's fucking dream, that we can get this shit. Like our heroes are like scrubs, you know what I mean? That made it, and they made it out of like from nothing to something. Why can't a kid from Moose Knuckle, Alberta, fucking become the fucking like the underground like champion of Canada? Why can't I, you know, carve this bitch out up here and get a scene going and like give these kids something to come rally to? Because they know that there's underground fans up here, but like if they had like their one, like if they have a Canadian that's like in it and is one of the people in it and can rally to, obviously that's going to get them to go to shows more and shit. And like, I don't even give a fuck about the money, man. Every bit of the money is just going to go back into the business, to tell you the truth, because I just want to create something that was as cool as me going across the border and going to shows in the States, you know, and like these festivals and shit. Like, I want to build something for the black sheep up in Canada.
Hell yeah. Speaking of Canadian artists and underground, have you worked with like any of the like what is it? What's the name of the group? Mercury's crew?
Oh,
Stop Down.
Yeah, SDK or whatever, or SDK. Yeah.
Mercury's Golden.
I haven't worked with them yet, but I would love to, man. Those guys are great. I saw Mercury's at the fucking Canada Juggalo Day weekend. Smoked some joints with him. He was dope as all fuck. Last time Snack was up here, I was smoking joints with him too. I definitely want to get those guys on some songs. Probably some Sealance songs, actually, because those guys love Sealance too. So we'll see, though. Maybe Fritz will send me some fire. You never know. But it's just like, yeah, man. It's I'll just hear the right beat and send it their way and see what the fuck happens. But I don't think it would be that hard, considering that I got like Sealance on talking terms and shit too. So
Right.
yeah, there's a very high possibility that I would be doing something with those guys. I did work with a couple Canadians on this record already. Trips is from Edmonton. He's with a group called Doom Squad, and they're like underground shit up here too. They played at the Canada Juggalo Day weekend, and Trips is just like a dope singer. And then I got Lady Saint on another track too, and she's from my city too. And it's just like some, I don't know, I had this one song where I wanted to talk about like, you know, current events and like how the world fucking seems to be, you know, like tearing down the old guard and putting up a new one on all this shit. So I enlisted her. So there's a bit of Canadian talent, but there's definitely some other people I want to reach out to. This sounds crazy, but I want to work with Tom Green. I want to get a verse from Tom Green. That needs to happen.
Yeah. I feel like that's extremely fit. He should have been on Moose. But
right.
that would be epic for real. That'd be dope.
Fucking yeah. No, I love Tom Green. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, man. That's dope. So we got two singles that have been released so far. The first one was Down, featuring Monoxide, produced by Sealance. And there's a lyric video for that over on the Magic Ninja page. And then you just dropped the brand new music video featuring Lex the Hexmaster and Gibby Stites for the track What Lurks, which is also produced by
fucking
Sealance. Tell me about those tracks, man. Like how did that all come about? Is there a story behind either one of those?
Yeah. Well, the Monoxide track was interesting because I sent him 4 different songs that were pretty much all the way written, and 4 like 3 of them were really fucking like a lot harder, a lot more rock songs, and then I sent him that one, which was like a bit of wordplay and a bit softer, and I wasn't expecting him to pick that one, and then when he sent me back his choice, I was like, oh, this is going to be different. And then when he sent me back like the verse, man, I don't know. That's been one of the standouts to me, just for other people being like, oh, I fucking love this one. Like out of all the ones on the record, yeah. And he killed it, man. Like the way we set it up was 3 short verses from me to like make it kind of seem like it's amping his verse up. And then it jumps into his verse. And yeah, man, it's just one of those songs that you can smoke to. It's a good tune.
Hell yeah. And we're going to play both of those tracks tonight, just so you guys know.
And then with Lex and Gibby there, I got Lex on the track first because I just like, I got that fucking beat from Sealance and I was like, oh shit, Lex has got to get on this, right? I was like, Lex has got to get on this. This is just like some, like you said, some like New York shit, right? And we sent it to Lex and he sent his back in, and then me and Fritz were listening to the track. We had my verse, we had Lex's verse, and we were like, we need somebody who can kill this shit. We're like, we need somebody who can kill this shit proper. Like there's no hook, just bars. And I was just like, Gibby. And fucking Fritz was like, yeah, Gibby. And we hit up Gibby, and Gibby was like, he heard the fucking beat, and he was like, fuck yeah. Shout out Gibby and Lex. Those dudes fucking killed that shit.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that video's up right now. It just dropped, I don't know, a few days ago, right? Over on Magic Ninja Entertainment's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So go watch it. And leave a bad comment. Tell them how much you hate it.
Leave me a bad comment. Leave me a good comment. Leave a comment that's just like, I love Gibby Stites, just to hurt my feelings.
Noize
like,
suck
don't even
dick.
mention me at all. Just be like, who's this Noize dude?
Noize sucks dick.
Go make fun of Canadians, and then I'll tag you for like hate speech. I got this.
Just spam the comments with maple butter, just to confuse them and piss them off.
Fuck yeah! So then we are premiering 2 never before heard tracks tonight on the show for everybody tuned in, which I'm really hype about. So the first one that we're going to talk about is It Seems, which is featuring the other half of Twisted, Mr. Jamie Madrox. How did that one?
Fucking A.
Tell us about that one.
That one was the same situation as Monoxide. I sent 4 different tracks, and he picked that one out. But I was glad that he picked that one out, because I had this idea, right, of like, you know how they always got like this multiverse. You know, what would the different you be doing in a different alternate universe? Where would you be, right? Yeah. So, like, I came up with this idea of, like, the multiverse, multitudes. Obviously, he's the multiple man, so I was hoping he'd choose this one. And he did. And I told him about the multi-universe, like, concept, and he jumped on it, and he fucking killed it. And there was no surprise about that. I knew that was going to fucking happen. But, like, I don't know, man. What else to say about it? It's amazing. It's the multiple man with Noize. It's fucking, you know, it's got some Rick and Morty like shit in there, you know, pertaining to the multiverse. If that makes it easier for people to digest, you know, or the Marvel multiverse, you know, it's the idea of what would you be doing if in every different one, and what it comes back to is no matter which multiverse we would be in, we'd be doing the music.
It's dope. That's a dope idea, especially for the multiple man, for sure.
Yeah. If you didn't pick that one, then I would have just had to trash it. It's like what? I'm just going to do that shit alone.
All right. So then the other track we're premiering tonight, which is the one. I mean, I'm hype about all of it, but I'm super hype about this one. Just like Fritz said earlier, it didn't suck. Like, God's honest truth, I didn't really know you, and you know what I mean. You sent me the record,
all good, man.
And I was like, I don't normally like send even if I like your shit or I don't like your shit, I'm not one to like go out of my way to send props. But like, I was listening to the record and this track came on, and I literally had to like stop. Like, I was on my morning walk and shit. I was like, holy shit. Like, I literally had to stop in my tracks just to send you some love for this track, because I thought it was that fucking good. And that is Survive the Night.
You did. Yeah, man. Fuck, man. Survive the Night, man. The whole, like, man, that track came together so well. Scatterbrains did the beat. Jelly Rolls producer Scatterbrains there. Fucking Bill and Lee jumped on it and just fucking murdered their fucking verses. And then to top it off, the Horror jumped on it. And I asked these guys for a hook. They sent me back a hook, guitar,
back a hit record,
synth, bass. Fuck, man, yeah. And we're doing more work with those guys too, so I'm very excited for that.
I would hope so, like, after this track. They sent you their hit record. Like, that's their hit record that you're fucking putting out. Like, that shit. Well,
I wrote the hook. I'll let you know. I wrote the
well, no, I'm just saying, like, it's that fucking good. Like, that could have been, you know what I mean? It's so good.
No, they killed it in every way possible. And yeah, we'll be doing a lot more work in the future. I know I'm getting them on at least 2 more of these projects I'm working on, of like the 20 that I'm working on right now.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna play those 2 tracks. Well, all 4 of those tracks. 2 are already out. 2 of them you've never heard before. that we were just talking about. So we get the pleasure of fucking premiering those, and I'm high for people to hear this, to hear all of it. But I'm really glad people get to hear the track that I like so much, so I can talk to other people about it now. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking A.
Because that shit's fun to do.
Hell yeah.
No one's heard it yet, so I'm pumped for people to hear it. So we got those, but the whole album, man, there's 13 tracks. It comes out August 29th. Is that right? 27th.
August 27th. It comes out, yeah.
That's right. And the whole thing's mixed and mastered by my man Fritz, who's been very politely quiet this whole time. We have a legend on the phone just hanging out and letting Noize talk.
Hey, man.
But yeah. But you guys are...
Ask him questions. You can ask him questions.
No, I know. Well, we had to, we had to promote the album that you guys worked so hard on, clearly. But this is only the beginning. Like you said, Noize, you're coming to town for Astronomicon. They just announced you're performing at the big karaoke VIP party.
Hell yeah. And I'll be hitting up some karaoke songs too afterwards for sure. I'll be around. If you want to fucking smoke or whatever, just follow the smell of fucking Canadian marijuana and you will find me.
Is it like maple weed?
Yeah, it's skunky maple.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Skunky maple. But you guys, I mean, like I said, you're coming. So after that, you guys are right back in the studio to work on the next projects. Is that right?
Yeah. We got rap camp going on for a week and some, and then the world, Chico.
And then the world, baby. Hell yeah, that's the shit. So what else has been going on in the world of Fritz for the last year, man? Besides working on this dope ass record that comes out August 27th.
All kinds of crazy shit.
Tell me something you're not allowed to talk about.
Some of which I am at liberty to talk about, and some of which I can't.
Fuck yeah.
And I liked the last time you guys were picking my brain, and you were like, "Well, what did they tell you couldn't talk about?" So.
Right? Because if you know what I mean, you're not in trouble.
I asked Jamie earlier on today, and I said, "Hey, I'm doing the Replicon tonight. Is there anything that you want me to bring up to push?" And he wanted me to mention the last year they did the Songs of Sam Hain for Halloween.
Yep.
And this year it's the same type of deal with an EP with songs with a bunch of different people on it. It's going to be the Haunted Record Player.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this yet, but it was just announced like 2 days ago. They won the Replicon award for that EP.
And it's done. It's finished. The only thing that's not finished is the artwork for it. They're still waiting on artwork for it. So that's the only hiccup on it. But in this crazy world that we're living in, if that's the only thing that we're waiting on, then
that ain't too bad.
That's pretty cool.
Well, so that's exciting. So we got the Unlikely Prescription coming in September, and then a whole nother record dropping for Halloween time, the Haunted Record Player.
Yeah, it's just been it's absolutely nonstop. There's like always something going on up there. I go in and they're like doing promos, they're doing cameos, they're shooting videos. They were shooting a video at a place over in Farmington Hills here in the greater Detroit area. And George needed me to bring him some mic stands with some mics or something. So I ran over there. So they were shooting a video for something over there. They've been going up to Pontiac to a venue up there to shoot video. So, I mean, they're itching to get back out on the road. You know, we've been crushing it in the studio, but they want to get out and, get out in front of people again.
For sure. Yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for live shows, and we get Attack of the Ninjas at Astronomicon. That's going to be hype as hell.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that shit. Holy shit! I can't wait. It's like everybody on the label there. I'm gonna just be super high and just watching with a weird like half smile, just like, this is great. I haven't seen this in like a year and a half.
It's gonna be like a Magic Ninja punk rock show in a 400 capacity venue, packed full of sold out people, plus another 900 artists. Like, it's gonna be fucking crazy in there, man. But dope, like epic. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Astronomicon's going to be interesting too. With people are just itching to get out and get back to hanging out with people again. So
absolutely.
I get it.
It's gonna be a damn good time. That's the shit though. Haunted record player. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We just announced our 2020 Replicon Radio Awards. We're a little late, but the Songs of Sam Hain won the EP of the year as voted on by the fans. So, and Astronomicon won the event of the year. We got a couple awards to bring to Astro.
Fucking A.
Winokur thought I was spamming him when I sent him the video that they won, and he was like, I thought that was spam. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking spam you, bro. Come on. But yeah, that's the shit, man. Yeah, I can only imagine like how busy, like with all the projects and stuff going on. Like, obviously, there's not enough Fritz to go around at the dojo, man. We got Just Twisted alone has so many projects, and East Side Ninjas, and I know they've announced like Venomous 5 finished up. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm sure you're pretty thankful for James Garcia as well, doing lots of behind the scenes.
Yeah,
stuff.
and but again, I for a while I was keeping MNE Beats fed too with a bunch of stuff, and now it's like I haven't been able to put anything on there. It's like, when you spend all the time in a studio, then you don't get to spend all the time doing production and that other stuff. But it's all, as long as stuff's coming out, I don't care if I produced it, somebody else produced it. As long as it's cool, that's all I care about. I really don't. I don't care. As long as it's fresh, that's all I give a shit about.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys are definitely putting on some fresh content constantly. Is there anything that came out in the last year, or things that we are allowed to talk about, that, or at least that we know about, that you were a part of, that you're like super excited about, or anything like that?
You know what? I'm sure there was. I'm trying to pick my brain here because
it's probably something you did 2 years ago that we just now know about. So everything you're
yeah, but well, let's see here. Well, I did some stuff for Blaze for his for Cadaver. I did stuff for. I actually did a song for Boondocks on his Crimson Crow record, and that one turned out pretty cool. He was like, "Okay, here's the deal. I want a song that is, I love the beat for Afraid of Me, and love the beat for Story of Our Lives." So I made kind of like a combination, sort of, here's something like this, and he loved it, and Jamie helped him write it. So that was fresh, because I don't get to. Usually Boondocks uses like 7 or other people, so it was cool doing a Boondocks track, because I did some stuff for him like ages ago, so that was cool to be on that.
Hell yeah! Did you So I know they're high. Obviously the new Unlikely Prescription is getting ready to come out, and we actually had Zeus on the show prior to them announcing that he was like George called me afterward. He was like, I thought he was going to spoil it, that he had done all that. But were you a part of that record, like, or I know it's something completely different. Yeah, the
Unlikely Prescription. I recorded. I recorded all the Twisted vocals, but they're getting their rock production from like people that are deep in the rock game, like I am in the underground game. So
sure.
Totally get that. So, we got Draven and Needles working on stuff, and they got other people they're getting production from. So which actually is cool because then that leaves me to do production for the stuff that is more up, in my wheelhouse, which is, i.e., haunted record player or the other more underground type of stuff. But I mean, getting the guys doing performances for everything for Unlikely Prescription, and it's an awesome record, with just everything from the songwriting to the production to just George schooling it with all the contacts that he has and all the people that they've met. So it's just pushing everything forward, which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned.
No, for sure. I think it's gonna be nuts, man. Like I had a conversation with, like, I don't know, it was a while ago. It was before I even knew much. Like, I don't think we had heard anything. Maybe I think Rose Petal was out. We hadn't even heard like this newer stuff, which is even more ridiculous. And they were shooting he called me, and they just everybody happened to be at the office. They were shooting that first video for ESN. Like, is when he called me, and I was like, hey man, tell fucking Jamie and them don't forget us when they're fucking rock stars or whatever. I was like, this shit's about to be nuts, man. And now we got, the track with Spencer. It's obviously just steady staying on radio play, and like, that's crazy. I mean, it's well deserved. It's just crazy to see the recognition finally come to be.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, when you think of, okay, one hand, House of Crazies, other hand, Billboard,
right?
And it isn't, and the great thing is that they weren't like, okay, well, we're not doing any of that shit that is what we came from. It's like we're doing it all. We can pull this off, so we're going to do that, but we're still going to do all the underground shit and the wicked shit and creepy shit. So it's cool times, man. I'm excited to be part of it. That's for sure. And then get to see what the hell Canada's got going on up there.
Hell yeah.
So maybe I can rattle his cage and see, hey man,
let's make some noise.
Do something.
Moose.
I'm always doing stuff. He's always telling. You know what he did the other day? Okay, I was trimming my weed plants. Okay, I was trimming the fucking buds off my weed plants, and I happened to be doing it in some pajama pants. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Well, you're forgetting the part about you went live in your garage trimming your weed plants in your pajama pants. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to present, your professional image.
He told me,
and I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
He didn't say professional image. He said it's not very rock star to be trimming some weed. And I said to him, I think it's very rock star to be trimming some weed. I was like, that might be one of the most rock star things, right? And yeah. This whole image thing, Jesus Christ. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have been trimming weed with, like, bitches hanging out and a Ferrari there, yeah, but...
In your pajama pants.
Come on, man. Pajama pants? Come on, dude.
God damn. All right. Whatever, man. Whatever.
We'll discuss it when you're chained to the radiator here in the basement.
That's awesome.
Rap camp. Woo!
Rap camp.
I hope you guys record this, because I would love to see the map. You two are together are hilarious, and I'd love to hear Fritz giving rock star advice too.
We've been kicking around the idea of like maybe doing some sort of live podcast thing, but we got a bunch of work to do before we worry about that shit, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks. It always sucks with what I got going on is I got all these great ideas for all this cool shit to do, but then there's like all this actual work that has to get done.
Right.
And then it kind of just
no time for bullshit.
Kills the whole thing. But it's a good thing because it isn't like it's shitty work. It isn't like, I gotta go slop the hogs or something. I gotta go work on Twisted's record. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And the good news is I don't think we're ever gonna stop like shit talking or anything like that. So you can still catch this at like interviews and shows and shit like that. Like.
It's the beginning of a beautiful relationship. Noize 13. And Fritz 13.
Oh,
I love it. I fell in love immediately, man.
I got something right quick to plug. We're going on Gibby's live there on Wednesday too, so we'll be there on Wednesday, answering even more questions and talking even more shit.
There you go. Check out Gib TV.
now are you gonna wear, like a halter top and some sweatpants or something, flip flops?
No, I'm putting
You
on my
looking all
Jim
fresh?
Morrison. I'm going to put on my Jim Morrison fucking button up, like with the huge collar and some dress pants and some cowboy boots. We're going to get some pyro going. It's going to be a good time.
Dude, I rented a tux for that motherfucker,
You rented-
so that's where I'm at.
You're trying to make me look bad to Gibby. Now I got to go get a fucking tux. Jesus.
I hope to God you guys show up in tuxes on Gib TV. That'd be dope. That would be
He's
dope.
got me doing the weather. Every week I do the weather on Gib TV.
I seen it.
All I'm imagining is the scene from Step Brothers where they're doing the interview in the tuxedos. And it's like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
That would be me and Fritz too. That would be us.
Pan P-A-N-M is the N silent?
Are you saying Pam? Pam? Pam's okay. Oh, Pam. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, they're suing us now. Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh, somebody's suing us? God damn it.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, Step Brothers like, nope, they can't quote the movie.
This
Shut
house
them down.
This house
Pull
is
the plug.
bullshit. On Planet
damn,
This Sucks
Will Ferrell.
Camel Dicks.
Hell yeah. So, I know you were kind of mentioning it before we actually went on the air, but I wanted to ask you. So, you're going to be at Astronomicon Noize. You're performing at the VIP after party and the karaoke session.
Yeah.
With COVID and terrorists and all that fun, positive stuff, are you having any trouble coming to America?
Well, I had to get my shots. Some person just scared me saying that I was going to have to quarantine for 10 days when I got down. But it turns out because I'm fully vaccinated that I don't got to worry about any of that shit. I just got to show all my paperwork and all that shit, and I should be fine as long as I don't have like a fever when I come down.
That's good. I know it's
I'd
even
suggest
before
not
COVID.
having a fever when you come down.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Put an ice pack on or something if you do. But even before COVID, it's not as easy to, at least from our end, it's not as easy to go into Canada as it once was when I was.
Well, I'll tell you straight up. Some of the times that me and my brother were going in and out in and out of the country for the gathering, we may or may not have been pulled over to the side to that little garage that they search your vehicle and shit.
Mm-hmm. I've been in there a couple times.
I prefer flying now because we don't get like the pat downs and shit as much. But even then, I think they have something on my file or something. Last time I tried to bring my merch down with me for Astro, and like I got like a double X like put on my boarding pass, and they just took my shit at the border. I was just like, oh, sweet. That's awesome. They let me keep like my clothes bag, so I had like a bunch of stickers, and that's all I had at Astro last year. I was like, sweet. There goes eating money, but that's good.
I feel you.
Now, what about, you haven't forgotten about Plan B in case they do shut down the border? What our Plan B is? So I found these refugee rafts that you can get online, like these inflatable things, and like since Canada is literally like
across the river.
Across the river. Like I can put my canoe in at a park, get out to the Detroit River, go over across the Fighting Island, pick him up in the refugee raft that we ordered off of Amazon in the cover of night, bring him back. I'm involved in human smuggling, but I'm helping a buddy out too. So
right, and also we're going to document the whole thing and say it's a mockumentary, but it's not. It's just real.
Yes, it's real, but it's a mockumentary.
But for legal reasons, it's a mockumentary.
I hope.
Can you get a grant for that from Canada too, so we can get paid for it?
I think I can. I can get grants for a lot of shit. Actually,
Okay.
We're going to be having a lot of documentaries come out in the next little while.
Fresh, let's make that shit happen.
We could probably just get a show. It's Canada. They're like dying for content up here. They're like the reason why they play so much Nickelback in Canada is because like every like 8th song legally has to be a Canadian song, and there's just not that much shit. So it's just like, we'll throw on a Nickelback song.
Oh, fuck. So, looks like public service need to get more noise. Saturate the market noise.
We will saturate. The man from the Moose Knuckle will saturate the market. That is
absolutely.
It'll get moist.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. Do it. Get it in there. Get in while you can, bro. Fuck yeah. If there's handing out grants though, you can go ahead and send us some money too. We'll you can listen to Replicon Radio in any country in the world if you'd like. So send us your money.
You know what? We're gonna have to do like an exchange of stickers at Astro, so I can just be hitting all the bus stops in Canada and shit for you guys. Sure. Bam, Replicon everywhere.
Hell yeah, man. So if you guys want to catch Noize 13, the best way to do it is come to Astronomicon and be a VIP. The record comes out August 27th. How can people get it? Where can they find it? I know I yelled at you earlier today, but
so we're going to be doing it's all digital right now, but we'll be getting physicals when I'm going out on tour here, I'm sure. I think how I might do the physicals is do them like comic books, make them like variants, because like people just get that shit for collecting anyway. So, you know, do a run and then we'll change up the cover or something on the second run, you know, make it interesting.
That'd be dope. So physicals coming soon. There's going to be a pre-save up sometime soon, so you guys can pre-save it on your preferred stream.
Yeah, that'll be coming up in the next couple days for sure. Yeah, man. It's out on the 27th for sure. It'll be up then. I know we got one more video dropping on the 27th when the album comes out on the Magic Ninja YouTube. Also, in the next couple days, there'll be a front page splash page on Fago Lovers that's going to have a video for the track Eat Crow. And what else? Oh, and I'm also going to have some exclusive merch available at Astro. That'll be for sale at my show, or if you see me and you want some, just let me know. I'm sure I'll be slanging that shit everywhere. 2 exclusive shirt designs, one for chicks, one for dudes, and then stickers for everybody.
Now, do the chick shirts fit dudes?
It's like chick muscle shirts. What do you call those?
I don't know.
Tank
chick
tops.
muscle shirts.
Tank tops. That's it. That's the word. See?
Husband beaters.
That's right.
You
Fritz
can't say that anymore, Fritz.
I think that's still okay to say. Just the other way around.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's okay to hit them. You just can't. There's no such thing as.
I mean, we're on Replicon, so I assume it's fine. But
I don't know what that means, but I feel like that was an inappropriate comment. Now we're getting out of hand.
If he wasn't offended, now he is.
Right now we're getting out of hand.
It's Fritz. He can say whatever he wants.
Yeah, but you're the one that said it.
No, I can't.
Okay. It's okay for Fritz. It's not okay for Noize. You're Canadian. We don't take kindly. We don't take kindly to you. I don't know.
No. It doesn't smell much like freedom to me.
Right?
Pull the gun on me.
Absolutely.
We've been holding it under the table this whole time. What you talking about?
Fritz, you're going to be at Astro too, right? Fritz, you're
that?
You're going to be at Astro too as well, right?
Well, here's the thing. I always go to Astro, but this year they have asked me to help at Astro. Now, what exactly I'm going to be doing at Astro, I have no idea. I could be checking coats. I could be slopping out bathrooms. I could be like doing DoorDash. I really have no idea. So it's again exciting times we live in. I guess I'll find out when we get there. So
fair warning: if Fritz is checking coats, he's not checking coats. He's just stealing coats. Don't give Fritz your fucking coat.
Dude, we went over this before, dude. You're spoiling the hustle.
Right? Just if I see him doing that, I'm just gonna be like, bro, break me off a little piece or I'm gonna tell.
Oh, here.
I really fucked it up. God damn it.
Yeah, all I need is just like a bunch of old raffle tickets. Here's your check thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's not going to get the fucking party to the ticket to the Christmas party now.
Right. I need some of that.
Yeah.
So I can get them fucking.
Dude.
Books, man.
Thanks, man.
Wait. I got this. Everybody check your coach with Fritz. It's not a hustle. It's fine.
It's not.
It's good.
It's not him.
Fritz the coach.
Yeah,
Fixed it.
No, that didn't fix it.
Wait, I got the Canadian fix. Story.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know who booed that. That's ridiculous. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'm pumped for the record, man. I'm pumped for people to hear it. I'm pumped for people to save it and love it and beg for those physical copies to come out so I can get one too. I guess I got one more question for you, brother. We already asked Fritz, but we can make you do it again. But I definitely got to give it to you, Noize, because we do it to all our guests. Essentially, bro, you got 3 albums, man. They either inspire you as a person, maybe as a Canadian, as an artist, whatever it is. The one you listen to when you're mad and you punch the wall in your husband beater, or the one you cry to in your car over your syrup, whatever it may be. Just 3 records you could not live without. What would they be?
Off the top of my head, probably
Like in
Green
your CD
Book
player.
by Twisted. Yeah, Green Book by Twisted for sure. Our Reprisal by Ill Bill. And fuck, I don't know, goddamn third one. I don't know, goddamn
Must be a
shit.
Canadian
Probably Jackal Brothers. I like Jackal Brothers, yeah. I'd say that'd be my three right there.
By the Insane
Just off the top of the head.
Hell yeah. Whoop whoop.
Damn, nothing even Canadian?
I mean, if you want to go Canadian albums, it's definitely like it's Tom Green for sure. You know, whatever his last album was that he put out, just put that one on there. It's got this song on it called the purple whiskey marble bag. You guys remember? You know, when you get the purple bag from the bottle of whiskey with the marbles in it. Fuck, man, there's not even that many. Who else would be like some classic Canadian shit?
Avril Lavigne, Sum 41, Bryan Adams,
Drake, Margulies.
See, those are all American answers.
I mean, those are
Tom.
American answers of Canadians.
Tom McDonald,
and Marie Gangster.
I'm pretty sure. What is it? Who the fuck does everybody hate?
the soundtrack to Degrassi. What?
Oh fuck, man! Don't even
Nickelback.
bring up
They're
Drake.
Canadian, aren't they?
Drake's a sore subject.
Why?
Is the Hanson brothers Canadian?
They look like it. Or Swedish.
No, man, they're your guy. Look at them, man. Fucking blonde hair, blue eyes. They're American as apple pie,
That would make
man.
them German,
Fuck.
wouldn't it?
Dude, apple pie ain't American.
It's not American.
I doubt it.
You're telling me when The Rock did all those fucking promos about American apple pie and how much he loved it, that wasn't real?
It's American like McDonald's.
Dude, it's marketing. That's American.
Everything that is being told to you about America is a lie, because everything in America is a lie.
It's a lie. Except when you're chained up to an American radiator in my basement. That will be real.
That will be really real.
This whole radiator thing, are we gonna have to mute noises that are coming from the radiator? How are we gonna eliminate the sound?
Well, there are going to be noises coming from the radiator when I'm beating you with a broom handle if you don't spit your bars right. But then,
and let's say Gibby comes to visit the rap camp. Does he get chained to the radiator as well?
I already said that he would. I asked, is he down to be chained to a radiator too? Did you tell him about that part of it? Okay.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
That's
that was
cool,
the
dude.
first thing you said to him.
I've got the Ike Turner's book of production, and the first thing, well, I won't get into it. You'll find out when you get here.
Oh, that's eerie. That's eerie.
My God. Holy cow. You guys are so in love, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it just warms the cockles of my heart.
Right? It's true romance, man. So hell yeah, man.
Love is a strong word.
The record's coming out August 27th. entirely mixed and mastered by my man Fritz the Cat.
Fritz can't wait to make Noize have Stockholm Syndrome for him.
You can see these two lovebirds at Astronomicon at the coat check. And
at least give him a long enough chain so he doesn't burn himself on the radiator.
Right.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
OSHA, it's code.
I think it's like 3 links. I think he needs 3 links in that chain, at least, minimum.
The radiator chain code, 3 links.
Yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Yes. But I'll double check though. I don't want to get that. I don't want to fuck that up.
You might not even have to turn the radiator on. I mean, he's Canadian. Doesn't he have like polar bear blood or something?
I wish. I'm gonna die in your American states. Fritz has to build a fucking igloo out back for me to stay in while I'm at his place.
There we go.
Polar bear blood.
Oh, great. More shit for me to do. Okay.
You're really inconveniencing your captor here, okay? Could you really be more considerate?
Yeah, come on, man.
Don't be such a douche, eh?
Hey, why do Americans say A so Canadian? You guys throw extra into it. It's just A. You don't gotta throw the extra bit in.
So it's kind of like Cholo, like orderly. It's like that.
What do you think about that, eh?
Well, that's not something to ask a Canadian. I'm from the opposite side of the country. I'm north. That's
America's hat.
Forks up, forks down, forks sideways. Who knows?
Hey, Canada's Canada, man.
I know, America's hat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what though? I can't wait to get down there with all you fucking crazies. Like last year's Astronomicon was fucking dope as all shit, and then the fucking plague came and canceled everything.
We probably saw you there, but didn't know it.
Probably. I was everywhere. I was drinking whiskey and eating chicken wings with the boogeyman at one point. It was quite the blur. It was a good time.
If you were drinking, there's no way you didn't end up near us at some point. That's what we were doing.
Wow.
We were with all the drinkers.
Holy shit.
There's a large handful of people that do that there, and we all were kind of together. So I'm sure
the weed smokery at Astronomicon is fucking next level, man. It's definitely the weed smoking Comic-Con for sure.
There's a lot of that going on as well. Hell yeah! If you guys aren't planning on going, you should plan on going. You can hang out with all these guys. You can watch the relationship between Noize and Fritz grow into an endless love for sure. And we got to witness some of it right here tonight. This is only the beginning.
I wonder if they're gonna be that couple that he walks them through the hallways and the lobbies with a leash on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, son.
Wow, man.
What kind of shit are you on, man?
He's changing you to the fucking radiator.
What's going on here?
It's Astronomicon, not
radiator's one thing.
Fucking sex.
Well, that's behind the scenes. That's behind the scenes. Sorry.
Yeah, what they do at home is way different than what they do in the hallways of a convention.
Very true. This is very well. It could be cosplay. Who knows?
Fuck yeah, man. That's the shit. Hey man, remind everybody where they can follow you, where they can keep in touch, where they can make sure they don't miss out on any Noize 13 action when the record comes out, when the videos drop. Where can they keep in touch with you, brother?
It's Noize 13, Noize space 13. You search that on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. I'll pop up on there. Yeah, man. Videos coming out on the Magic Ninja fucking page. Yeah, man. You can catch me touring the world for the rest of my life with all these other underground crazy fucks. Making music. You see me. I'm not shy. Come up. I'll smoke some weed with you. Yeah, man. I love the fans. Can't wait to get back out on tour again.
Hell yeah, man. And we're going to be talking about this record all month long. So stay tuned here as well, because we're gonna remind you of what's going on in the world of Noize 13. Fritz, let them know where they can find you. I know you're a super busy man, but people want to know what you're up to, bro.
Hey, man. I'm at FTC Music Labs. MUSIKLABZ. I mean, drop me a DM, man. If you want to do some shit, if you're interested in working, when things slow down a little bit, you never know. I'm always looking for people. That's how I found the Crazy Canadian, you know. So,
Hell yeah.
hey, man.
It's not unachievable, people. You can work with the legend Fritz the Cat if you're serious about your craft.
Yeah, hard work pays off.
And you
It
can
does.
hear him on all these all kinds of amazing new projects that we aren't allowed to talk about coming soon from Magic Ninja Entertainment as well. So get excited for things you don't know because they're coming. So follow Fritz the Cat and follow Replicon Radio because we'll tell you more about it. Shameless plug real quick while I'm thinking about it, since we're talking about Astronomicon. Next Monday right here on Replicon Radio, we got the one and only Ming Chang live right here on the show. So we'll be talking more Astronomicon and some comic book men goodness. So that'll be fun. Stay tuned for that. Fellas, you got any last words? Anything we didn't get to that you wanted to talk about or shout outs you wanted to get to before we premiere some brand new Noize 13?
Shout out Fritz the Cat. Shout out Lex. Shout out Gibby. Shout out Twisted. Shout out every motherfucker who was on the album. Shout out Sealance. Fucking go buy the album August 27th. See you guys at Astronomicon. If you want some exclusive merch, come up and see me. If you want your coat check, go see Fritz. That's about it.
Hell yeah.
I gotta shout out the Twisted Boys and George because, you know, through them all things are possible for me. So
Hell yeah. All day. Shout out to motherfucking Twisted and George Valakis and everybody over at MNE, man. Shout out to Beeve, too. Love you, Beeve. See you soon. I'm pumped, man. We're if you guys are tuned in on YouTube, the stream is going to end. But if you want to hear this brand new, never before heard music, I'm giving you an opportunity. All you got to do, head on over to repliconradio.com. Listen live right now to the music. We're going to premiere the brand new one, Survive the Night, featuring Oh the Horror, Lee Carver, and Billy Obey. And then we're going to also premiere It Seems, featuring Jamie Madrox of Twisted, both off of, how do I pronounce it? Deparation, right?
Deparation.
Deparation.
It's like to get the poison out you. It's like to get the poison out of you, to get the fucking bad shit out of you.
I thought it was to take the good shit out of you. I thought you were taking the purity out of something.
No, I'm going to go with what I'm saying.
I mean, you're probably right, but if we're not right, then it's even better.
It doesn't matter if he's right or not. That's what he intends it to be.
Fuck yeah, it's whatever you make it to be, man. Fuck yeah. So head on over, listen to the new music, and we'll be back after the break to say hello or goodbye or whatever it is we're going to say, man. Much love to you guys.